Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Today is Monday. It is the start of a great week. I am claiming that right now. I refuse to settle for anything less than a great week. So I want you guys to do the exact same thing. Great week, period, irregardless to everything. So come on in, get you a something good to drink. My drink of choice is always coffee. But come on in and get ready for an amazing show. Today we are talking with Coach Nikki as usual. Confidence isn't loud, it's consistent. And I am excited to talk about this subject. We've been told that we are loud for forever. They take our aggression, our passion for being loud and ghetto, and we're just confident and we know what we're talking about. So we're going to have this conversation today, and I hope you guys stick around. To our family out there on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, thank you for joining. Go ahead and share the live, tap the screen, gift if you can. We appreciate you all for being here. Okay, so morning, 16 ounces of water. That is the first thing that we do. Next, we take our medication, we take our vitamins, and we get us a great breakfast. That's how we start our day. That's how we make sure that our day delivers what we need it to deliver. And next, we have our affirmations. And we get those affirmations from my little sister, the queen of affirmations, Miss Morningstar. How are you today, Miss Morningstar, affirmation queen?
Better. I'm on mute, but I'm good. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday.
Happy
Are
Monday.
here. It's Monday morning, a positive, empowering week we're going to have on purpose. So we're going to start it out always right with some morning affirmations. Before I even get into morning affirmations, I just wanted to do a quick reminder, disclaimer in case anyone didn't know. March is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. This month has a very special place in my heart and my family's heart. We lost our son a few years ago to colon cancer. He was only 20 years old. So it is affecting young people as well. So please make sure that you do go get your colon, get your colonoscopies, schedule them, check your family history to make sure that you are safe. Okay.
Amen. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So today starts Monday with a positive, empowering, and grateful affirmation. Okay. I'm ready to conquer the week. That is how you should start your day today. Just start it automatically. I'm ready to conquer this week. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and sincerely told yourself how great you are? Remember, Coach Nikki always taught us that. She taught us about looking in that mirror and singing that song or whatever is special to you, just reminding yourself about who you are. Be your biggest cheerleader. Always congratulate yourself on your accomplishments, even on your failures. Congratulate yourself because you gave it a try. So I'm going to give you guys a few Monday morning positive affirmations that you can take throughout the week. And hopefully it'll help get you through a week with all this craziness surrounded about we like stuck in this middle center of this bubble of craziness. So hopefully this helps someone.
Bubble.
Number one, I will not stress over things I cannot control. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm going to be a really, really, I'm going to be, I think it meant have, I'm going to have a really, really good week. Today, I align myself with freedom, growth, and joy. I am fulfilling my purpose in the world. I give myself permission to go after what I want. I inspire those around me. I don't blame others for where I am. No one is better than me, and I'm not better than anyone. I am wonderfully made. My body is the perfect size. I adore my curves and my unique shape. I take responsibility for my mistakes, and I also forgive myself for those mistakes. I'm smart as hell. Excuse the hell, y'all. I'm honest and trustworthy and respectful. The only person I care about impressing is myself. I am kind, but I'm not weak. I will be the boss of today. Today will not be the boss of me. We all are warriors here and goddesses too. And finally, I'm so excited about this week. I'll see what it will bring and all the opportunities I'm able to create for myself. And that is your Monday morning affirmations,
Thank
ladies and
you, Miss.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Miss Morningstar. Amen to all of that. And my condolences to you and my brother on the loss of your son. And you're right. I need everyone, no matter your age. If you have check your family history and go get checked. We only have one life and you cannot play with it. So make sure that if you have a family history, you go get checked and you follow up with those doctor's appointments and try and stay as healthy as possible. And those who have lost their loved ones, my deepest condolences. Thank you, Miss Morningstar, for some positive affirmations. We always need them every single morning. So let's go ahead and get into the weather for today. Holly Springs, you have a high of 72, a low of 64. Feels like 71 during the day, 53 at night, with a 58% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy day with scattered storms, so take your umbrella. Humidity is very high all day long, and air quality is very good. Memphis, Tennessee, high today of 72, a low of 66. Feels like 72 during the day, 54 at night, with a 62% chance of rain. So it's going to rain. It's going to rain on your head. Winds are out of the south southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy morning, thunderstorms in the afternoon, and maybe possibly in the evening. Humidity is very high all day long. Air quality is very good. H-Town, Houston, Texas, high today of 83, a low of 73. Feels like 87 degrees. That's almost 90 degrees, y'all. It's going to be hot today. With a low of 73 degrees, with a 21% chance of rain. Winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Cloudy morning, partly cloudy afternoon. Humidity is high all day long, and air quality is poor. So today is going to be a hot one for Houston. And I think this is just a prelude of what's coming this spring. We didn't have a winter. I think we had I'll give us maybe 1 month of cold weather. So this summer, ooh, baby, y'all will hear me complaining all summer long about the heat. Anywho, anyhow, that is your weather for today, Monday. So let's get into this news that you can use. Where do we start? There's so much going on. We know that there is a war that the man with the black hands and the diaper rash and swollen ankles started. And word on the street is, we're not doing as well as they'd like us to believe. Mainstream media is only showing us what they want us to see. And you guys do realize, I know you guys do because we've said it enough, that they're not showing us the real. Well, luckily, we've been able to get some footage from international news, and yeah, it's not looking too good for Israel. It's not real, is what my sister DJ likes to call it, and I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if everyone saw it, but so you know, Trumpy started the war. And of course, he's trying to take that, oh, they threatened him. They didn't threaten America, they threatened him. Well, he's always messing with people. When you mess with people, they typically, fight back. Well, Iran's big idea of fighting back was going to Home Depot and getting paint. And they painted on the ground what looks like in the air shadows of planes, fighter jets. And our illustrious team of idiots decided to drop missiles over there, and they dropped it on the paint because they did a Uno reverse. They had them thinking that they were going to bomb, F1 in the comments, please, bomb those fighter jets, but instead they were bombing the cement. That is millions of dollars wasted. I know I would like to be a fly on the wall when they found out that those were just paintings. They bombed murals. And I think it is hilarious. I need Iran to understand that we ain't in it. Iran, this ain't got nothing to do with us. We are brown people. They treat us worse than anybody. So please, don't come after us, Iran, if you're listening. Get Go over there. I heard that, maybe you might want to check 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You might want to check Mar-a-Lago or even check the bunkers. I don't know, but he's not anywhere near the rest of us. So go ahead and handle your business. Did you hear about that story in this Morning Star?
I didn't hear about the murals. That was a good story. Wow.
Mhm.
It is kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, considering the type of idiots we have in our leadership, of course, they not smart enough to be able to. I mean, we have some great intelligence, but the intelligence won't work with the ignorance we have. It just don't go together. It don't go together.
We don't
Like some things don't go together.
we don't have the manpower. I'm speaking of generals that know what they're doing. I mean, Pete Kegsbreath is in charge,
Yeah,
and
he
they're
drunk right now. He
yeah,
probably
he
we're drunk.
on that bottle,
Mm-hmm.
he on that liquor,
Mm-hmm.
and
Heavy.
heavy, and he thinks that trying to bully Iran, and oh, they've got to. Even Trump is saying that uh, their new leadership needs to be approved by him. Sir, who are you? Do you even know where you're at right now, sir?
Do you know what's going on for real? Or you just think you playing that video game? I mean, what do you even know this is real?
He that dementia is whooping off on him, sis.
Yeah, that's why I feel in my deepest of thoughts that he's not really here. He doesn't know what's going on. It's the behind the scenes, it's the Stephen Millers, it's the other people that are, it's the BBs, BB in Israel. It's them that's running the United States, not Frumpy.
And
Frumpy in the dump, not him.
the craziest part about it is, Bibi is not even in Israel. It's not real. Israel. He is
Mm-hmm.
in Germany. So
Mm.
he's not even dealing with this at all.
Something I heard he's actually like from that region, Germany, German, not
You
the
know,
N word.
them.
I heard that's where he originates from, honestly. And you remember a long, long time ago, a lot of them people came to It's not real. Because they were trying to run from a certain man with a beard, with a
With the
mustache.
mustache, the
With a
mustache
mustache.
man.
They was trying to run from him, and then next thing you know, they are saying they are the original people of the land, but that's not so true. So it's a lot behind. I encourage everybody who's listening to us, as we do as well, continue to dig into your history and learn some things because it is a storyline behind
It is.
all of this that's happening, and it ain't got nothing to do with nothing that we've done. Of course, we just in the middle of the missiles flying everywhere, and people unaliving, which is way right now we're up to 7 service members. They say that's what they told us,
That's what they're
but
saying.
according to international news, which I've been listening to lately,
Me too.
yeah, BBC, Al Jazeera News, like,
Hmm.
yeah, according to them, it's a lot more of
In the
our
thousands.
yes, of our young people and our service members that are unalived, and they have not told us. He put on a whole show the other day. He claimed, he went to go receive some military bodies that were returned, and
Ain't
I
that
don't believe a word he
a
says.
fake?
Their parents want me to do this. Their parents told me I gotta finish the job. I don't believe none of that.
I don't believe nothing they say at all. I really don't. I can't. You can't trust a liar. We're in a bad relationship. We're in a bad relationship with a narcissistic, crazy man with dementia.
Mm-mm. Real
And
abusive.
yeah, really abusive. And those around him are complicit to this abuse. But when that final blink happens, oh, I cannot wait to see all of them in Chanel bracelets. Sir, put your hand behind your back. I hope I'm there. I hope I'm there so I can just hold my phone and record because yes, I will be cheering.
Well, they cheering even louder in Iran about how they feel. They saying how they feel about him in particular, and that the move that he made will never be forgiven or forgotten. And they already had the bounties and stuff on him, so
Mm,
he's turned it up a extra couple of knobs. He turned the volume, turned the volume up. He turned the
mm.
volume up all the way to full blast. So they own your what,
They
uh
on your tail.
frumpy. They own you frumpy. And I just read not too long ago that the successor of the supreme leader is going to actually the successor is going to be his son.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
his son.
it's going to
And
be
Frumpy's
his son.
talking about it needs to be approved through him. Sir,
Who told
are you?
him he was the chief of the world? Who told him that?
Don't it remind you of the movie Friday, Top Flight Security of the World, Craig? I mean, sir, you can't even get things straight in America. And you over there messing with folks. You done mess with Venezuela. You've messed with Cuba. Now you messing with Iran. You sit down. America, we are some bullies right now. Well, we aren't. But that man with them black hands and his administration are bullies. And a lot of people are terrified about what's going to happen. And all I'm going to say is number one, protect your peace. If it gets too overwhelming, turn off the TV, turn off your phone, put it down, meditate, say your prayer, get closer to your higher power. Because at the end of the day, God's got us. And then number two, sir, everybody has an end date. And when that final blink happens, I hope that they have the wherewithal to say, okay, he's gone. We want all of this administration, Pete Keck's breath, Stephen, it's Pee Wee German Miller, Pam Blondie. I know Christy Chicken Leg Gnome has been fired, but I still need her to go. And I heard that her quote unquote alleged lover, Corin Lewandowski, left the DHS as well. You mad because your boo thing
Well,
got
what
fired?
was his real job anyway? Because he didn't have a real title
Being a
besides,
kept man.
yeah, he was
Boo.
her tip drill.
Okay. Not tip drill, Miss Morning.
I just had to make up a word. I can't say what I want
minute.
to say.
I mean,
He was
you
a
ain't
tip drill.
you ain't lied. You know, you're not
I
lying.
mean, if for those who don't know what I'm talking about, just think of, the gardening tool, basically. I mean,
Side piece. He's
that's
a side piece. But Frumpy bypasses Congress and sells 12,000 bombs, F1, to Israel. Explosive Iran escalation nears. So why are we selling boom booms? And where's the money? I need to see a receipt because I don't believe nothing they say.
what happened to take care of America first? I mean, I'm just so curious. It's like 92,000 job negative for the month of February. I mean, people don't have work. People are struggling with health care, food here in the United States of America. So where's the money?
Where is the money, Lashandra? You know I'm gonna say it every time.
Where's the money?
Because 2 + 2 does not equal Kool-Aid, MAGA, blagga.
But they arguing. I mean, you hear these MAGA blaggers, still. I heard one earlier, earlier, he say they gave him everything. Showed him, laid it out for him, Kitty, gave him videos, proof that he said, no knew what he said, all of this. And they said, so how you feel? You've been lied to. Well, people lie, but
people lie.
I'm gonna still support him. He's my president.
My man's my man.
My baby.
I mean,
that's how they gonna be. And I decided
I
ain't never gonna deal with them people anyway, because they lost causes,
Yeah, they are. But there's so many people who are still in this fight with us. And at the end of the day, we will be okay. We just got to get to being okay. Let's take a quick commercial break, Miss Morningstar, and I'll let you lead with the breaking news when we come back before we bring up Coach Nikki. All right, you guys, you are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
Do you relate to the phrase, "Don't let the pretty face fool you"? That's the motto behind our Pretty Gangster hoodie. I myself am not a people person, so we have a hoodie for that too. Our hoodies do the talking, so you don't have to. Want someone to read your hoodie and think, yep, I feel the exact same way? Or do you want to teach someone how to pray and thank God? Then head on over to our sassy black and white hoodie collection, located in our TikTok shop, and order yours today.
Find us at Sparkle Kicks on Etsy, TikTok, and ourplugs.com.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugsllc.com. Also, check out morningstarboutiquebytam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. So I know that I'm going to turn it over to Miss Morningstar and let her get her findings out. Go ahead, Miss Morningstar. What did you come up with? You got to come off mute.
Yeah, so I heard in New York they have 6 people arrested for some explosive devices that were thrown near Mayor Mandami's home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, explosive devices.
Did they go off or were they, did they catch them before they went off?
I don't know if they went off or not, but they were able to catch them. It says the devices that were ignited outside his home, it was clashing with protesters. So I guess there was a protest going on outside his home. And yeah, the bomb squad conducted a preliminary analysis of the device that was ignited and deployed at the protest yesterday. So it was thrown at the protesters. It was a device or a smoke bomb. So they were aiming towards the protesters, it seems like. I don't know, but yeah, it is. I guess this was an anti-Islamic protest of some sort that was going on. So yeah, but they got 6 people. This is what I'm saying. These are things happening within our own country right now. And it's the heat, it's the climate of the world. It's the climate of this commander, I ain't gonna call him ours because he ain't mine. The commander in chief of the United States has caused. He is the main cause of all of and I mean, it's stuff that was probably going to happen anyway, but he has a lot to do with a lot of the stuff that is going on within. And he don't care about fixing any of the stuff. And he gives no cares at all. It's not a priority at all.
He's on his last leg, literally. I did look and see recent attacks, and I see in Buffalo, New York, there's several attacks, but these are more homegrown. And I know there's been a lot of people worried about sleeper cells. I'm just going to tell everybody, use your judgment. If you know that it's going to be a crowd of people, don't go if you feel that you're not safe. If you do go out to eat, check your surroundings and make sure you know where the exit is, and do not sit with your back to the door under any circumstances. And then, if you can, maybe order your groceries, try and limit your exposure. And it's not living in fear, it's living in caution. And caution is the key word here. We never know what's going to happen with this administration, and we never know where things are going to fall out.
Yeah.
but just be prepared under every circumstance. Let's go ahead. Nikki, are you going to go ahead and join us on StreamYard so we can go ahead and get into this conversation, Coach
And
Nikki?
in light of Women's Month, this is March as well, celebrating, women. I came across a story that's pretty sad, but it just is going to put a light to what some women face in domestic violence situations. Um, an 11-year-old boy pew-pewed his mother's boyfriend in the face and unalived him after he witnessed a verbal and physical altercation happening with the boyfriend and the mom. So apparently the boyfriend got into an argument with his girlfriend that turned physical. And apparently they fight physically a lot, neighbors is saying. And he was jumping on this baby's mom in front of him. And he took his mom's legally registered pistol and unalived her boyfriend. These children
Deserve better.
deserve better. They are traumatically distressed. They see you putting your hands on their mother. It's a boy, and that it angers them. That drives them into a rage. And he thought he was probably going to do the best thing and protect his mama.
I mean, you gotta look at it from a child standpoint. This young child, 11 years
This
old,
was in Philly.
probably feels like he needs to protect his mother at all costs.
Yep.
And if you're putting, and I'm just gonna say it, keep your hands to yourself. It's not even hard. If you can't get along, get apart. Keep your hands to yourself. Some kids are not, and I don't condone violence. I hate that this young man has lost his life. I hate that this other baby will be scarred and traumatized.
He's gonna be scarred for life.
Life.
He's lost his life in a sense as well, because now
innocence
he
is gone.
has to live through what happened, and that was his sibling's father, and that was his mother and mom.
Baby,
Y'all in these relationships fighting these men in front of your kids.
not a good look.
No. So it's a very troubling and sad situation, very horrible story. I don't know if there's charges going to be passed to the mom, because how did he get hold of the pistol?
Yeah, how to get
it can go bad for her.
It can. It can go bad for her, and as far as the little boy, you know, if he felt like his mother's life was in danger, I as a juror would not convict him.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean, it seemed like they didn't, leave the scene or anything. Police came and they was cooperative and answering the questions of what was going on. Maybe he felt like he had to protect her. Maybe,
and we don't know
I
how
don't
many or
know.
what this baby has seen and had to witness. So maybe he had seen enough, and he felt like it's either you're gonna unalive my mother, or I'm gonna
It's
unalive
me or
you.
you, and that might have been what he thought. And
You don't
I
know.
can't be mad at him. All I can say is,
Keep your
protect
hands
your
off the kids.
kids, y'all.
Yeah,
Protect
protect
your
your kids.
kids.
And if that means that they don't need to be around certain people, that's what it means. Sometimes, well, it's not even sometimes. When you have a child, it is your obligation to make sacrifices, because
Yes.
it's no longer about you. It's about that child. And that child should have never been in the position where he had to make that decision. It's very unfortunate for that entire family. I pray that they get the help that they need, because God knows they're going to need it. That's sad. And
Yeah.
Nikki said on the reverse, I saw a story where the man unalived the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at that baby at all. Scary, yes, but
That
man,
story
protect
too.
his mother's life and his. And there's a couple stories in Houston over the weekend where a man has unalived a woman. There's two stories that I read. So right now, America is dealing with a powder keg in a sense. And I hate this for our country. I hate this for people who are going through it. And that's why therapy is so important, because you got to talk out these feelings. You got to talk
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, you do. You do. And it's just it's happening. Unfortunately, y'all, it happens so much. It's such a regular occurrence. I really want to delete the news app update on my phone. I'm so tired of every minute, every 5 minutes is some breaking news of some horrible stuff. And
Yeah.
within the United States.
Yeah. We have our own issues, and we over there messing with Iran. Good morning, Coach
Good morning, ladies.
Nikki.
Hey,
How are
Coach
you,
Nikki,
honey?
good morning.
I'm good. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Instagram.
Looking as beautiful as usual. Panel full.
Always.
Fresh. Listen, the time change tell me up.
Oh my goodness.
I am not okay with the time change. Like,
Me
I don't
either.
even know what happened. Y'all know what time I went to bed?
me too. I went
It
late.
was like 10 a.m. I'm like, what? Why? Couldn't even make myself sleepy. Took a melatonin and everything. It just was not working.
I don't even know how many hours I don't even think it was hours. I think I might have got an hour and a half. I don't know. It was awful.
I don't know. I hate that for y'all, because I am blessed with being able to go to sleep on the drop of a.
I love that for you. I heard that
Yes.
you could lay down anywhere, Kitty, and be asleep. I got a friend like that too. Her birthday's coming up, matter of fact. But we could be in the club, and that girl, you can look over in the corner, Janelle gonna be asleep.
And
My
I
best
will.
friend like she out.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a good thing, but it's also not a good thing, because if I'm too still too long, even in public transportation, I will drift off to sleep, and I sleep sometimes with my eyes open, and it's scary. It's I wish I didn't fall asleep this quick. However, I don't have any issues with going to sleep. I can go to sleep right now. Anywho, welcome in, Coach Nikki. Happy Monday, beautiful.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I want to say condolences to Morningstar and your family. Unaware. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I was unaware. But condolences to you and your family. Sending y'all so much love. And he's right. Everybody go get checked. As you can see, sickness has no age requirement. So go get checked.
Please. Yeah. Okay, so today's topic is confidence isn't loud, it's consistent. Miss Nikki, Coach Nikki, break that down for us, please.
I love it. So actually last night I think Kitty, you popped in to my live, or you did for a little bit, and that was my topic, because I want to start bringing the conversations that we're going to have here on our Monday morning show to live, to kind of get people's advice and have a conversation about the topic, so we can open it up a little bit deeper, because I think that people view confidence a different way. Part of why I was up all night long is because I was doing a little market research. Sometimes I'll tap into other people's lives that have conversations surrounding things that we talk about too. And I just like to hear other people's perspectives and what they think. And I also realize many people have different definitions of what loving yourself looks like. And we talk about it on this show a lot, about self-care and things like that. It's not necessarily, taking yourself shopping. There's an external work that has to be done and an internal work that has to be done. And that's the forgiving yourself for your past mistakes, for not trying to overcompensate for what you used to be, and things like that. So I realize that confidence looks different for a lot of people. And I want to start by saying I feel like social media plays a big part on how loud we are with the things that we do. We've talked about on here before. I believe it was one of the shows Morningstar and I hosted together, where we were talking about the things that we post online, like not announcing things. And from a spiritual perspective, I believe that we should keep a lot of things on low, because people will prey on you. Okay. Prey. They will prey on you. They will prey on your downfall. It's people that will literally get on their knees and pray that you fail. So you have to be careful with the things that you put out there, no matter how good you feel about it. I think Kitty said one time, she's like, put it out there after it's done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
After it's done. And this is different in different spaces. G Suite, I see you. G Suite is another coach. Thank you for being here. But you do your stuff after it's done. There is a good and a bad to that. There's a pro and a con to that. For me, for instance, when I was losing weight, when I really wanted to get this weight off, I knew that if I put it out there that I'm going to do this now because people going to be checking. People won't be looking for me to lose this weight, because they're going to be like, dang, she's still fat. Like, you know what I mean? So there's a difference. But because I went into that somewhat isolation, I was consistent with what I was putting in my body, with what I was doing to my body, all these things. And then I just popped out and my confidence spoke without me having to say a word because the results were there due to my consistency. So that's what I mean when I say confidence isn't loud, it's consistent. I feel more consistent. And this was one of my prompts that I had on my live last night was what makes you feel most confident? I said, when I'm consistent, when I'm keeping up with whatever routine that I have. And I don't have anything that's stacked. I remember Morningstar saying one time that she's like, I can't follow no list, but if I got to be on time for something, I'm definitely gonna be on time, but I can't follow me either. Bump the list. I'm not following no list. I can't. If I'm going to get the things done that I need to get done in a prioritized manner, outside of that, a list makes me feel in prison. So I don't do that. But that's where your confidence comes from. You staying consistent in your routines, whatever your daily habits are, and your daily habits add up to something. Last night on our live, speaking of G Suite, we had a conversation about talking to your past self, present self, and future self. There are 3 versions of you. That smaller version of you that still needs your love, that still has wounds, your current self and your future self. I try to very often put myself in a mind frame of what would future Nikki be wanting me to do right now. In those moments where I'm not doing nothing, or in those moments where I know I need to do something and maybe I'm procrastinating a little bit, because we all have the procrastination trait. It's just there. You're human. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing something. But I will often think about what my future self would want me. How does my future self want me to handle this situation? And by me remaining consistent to and true to myself, that's how my confidence speaks. I don't ever have to be loud. Now I am big and loud, but I don't ever have to be. I don't feel like I have to be to demand a space. I feel like I walk in a room and you just know I'm there without me saying a word. And that's what I mean by it doesn't have to be loud, but be consistent. Somebody can tell that you're confident based off of how you treat yourself every single day. Are you consistent with your self-care? Are you consistent with your affirmations? Are you consistent with journaling? Are you consistent with the things that you have dedicated to you? That's how your confidence will speak for itself always.
I agree with that 1,000%. And a lot of people may perceive confidence as being, what is that word? Conceited. And it's not conceited. It's being confident that you can handle what you put in your mind. You're going to not only handle it, you're going to manage it and see it through. And that comes a consistency. Some people are huge procrastinators, and I am to a certain extent. I will wait until the very last minute to make sure that everything is ready. But in my mind, I've already put it together. But then myself personally, I live off of a list. I have a list and make sure that I do this, do that, because as you get older, you begin to forget some things and then you remember halfway through. And then, so myself, I have to make sure that I am staying on top of it and being consistent. And whatever worked for you is what I feel like everyone should do. What's your thoughts on this, Miss Morningstar?
I agree 1,000% with both you ladies because in a lot of situations, I mean, even I'll just give a hypothetical, and it's probably a real situation for some people. When you're dating, when you're walking into the dating scene and maybe you're going out, maybe to attract someone, maybe that's what you want to do, but people are attracted to your confidence a lot of the times. I mean, and sometimes, you get people who look at you and they be attracted to your look but once a person, how you can really tell when you're starting that dating process that somebody is really into you it shows through how confident you are of and sure you are of yourself, and vice versa. When you look at and you're looking to date somebody, it's how confident and consistent they are. Being consistent is important because who wants a flip flopper? You know, who wants, and that's in any relationship, business relationship, any kind of relationship. Who wants somebody who's back and forth? So it just goes hand in hand. Being confident does not have to be loud. You do not have to be very loud and getting all the attention. That doesn't make someone look at you and say, "Oh, I like that." It's how consistent you are in what you do and how you show it. So I agree.
Yes, ma'am. I like that. I like walking into the room and just staying quiet, because when you're bold and confident within yourself, you don't need anybody's affirmation or acceptance. You don't
Reassurance.
need, reassurance. You don't need anybody. Your reassurance should come from you.
Mhm.
And as long as you're consistently telling yourself, I can do this. And there's a lot of people who are pulling back saying, oh, don't doubt yourself. You got this. That's why we were made for this. Think about it.
Yeah.
All of we were made for this.
Look at what we do. Are you talking about
very
our
moment.
plugs?
I wasn't, but yes, it
just
applies
think about it.
as
what
well.
happened in the beginning? We know what happened in the beginning,
We
and we kept going. We kept pushing. We kept getting on
and
here.
stay consistent.
And we're still consistent, regardless if we have 2 viewers or 100 viewers.
Yeah,
we stay consistent, and we come in with confidence because we know what the message we're doing here is for the community and it's for the greater good of the people. So we're confident in what we put out into the atmosphere. That's why we stay consistent in our message.
Absolutely. I love that. And I hadn't thought about our plugs, but yes, it definitely applies to our plugs. And I can see us doing this from here on out, and growing even more. So, it's just a matter of telling yourself what you want and realizing that whatever we actually put our minds to do, we can actually achieve. We just have to, put it down and go after it. That's everybody. All right, Nikki. Great intro. Yes.
It's a good message, Nikki. I love it.
Thank you. Real quick, I want to shout out to my mama. My mama got me this fan, y'all. She in the chat. Shout out to Miss Tiki in the chat. She's recovering from surgery right now. But shout out to my mama.
Get well soon.
Yes. But I totally agree with what y'all said. And you have my brain just going about confidence. It's that quiet confidence that actually attracts people to you. People can tell. I can tell when somebody's insecure or not that confident. Even in a romantic setting, I can tell by how you touch me, how the fear, if you're not confident in yourself, I'm not attracted to that. And that's how most people work. Your confidence can be loud without you saying anything. And then to speak to our plugs and the consistency of how confident we're going to become based off of our consistency, we're live on here every night. Every single night we're doing this. This is building us up for larger platforms. We are live on here every single night, and then we are on the radio Monday through Friday. So if y'all didn't know, Sunday through Thursday, we are live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and then on WKRA The Change Monday through Friday. So by us building up the consistency here, this is what's going to create the bigger confidence for the Congressional Black Caucuses and the BET Awards and all these things.
NAACP Awards. Yeah.
This consistency right here is building up the confidence that we need for our future selves. So you see how that works there? You don't necessarily have to announce anything. But most of the time when someone requires everybody to look at them, it's because they need that external validation.
Yes.
They need that instant gratification. So there's a difference. So I do pray that people take something from this tonight. And it doesn't, just because you're loud, it does not mean you're insecure. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that confidence looks different. Confidence isn't something that you perform for other people.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah.
That's all for you so that you can go about your day. We talk about how all the time on here, I always make a reference to at night, we'll take our earrings off. We'll put all this stuff on the nightstand, put the phone on the nightstand. The one thing you cannot is pop the top off your head and put your brain on that nightstand. You are with your thoughts. So you need to feel good about you.
Mm-hmm.
without all the outside noise, without all the instant gratification and external validation. You don't need all of that. You have to feel good about you. And that comes from you being consistent with you.
I agree with that so much, Nikki. Thank you so much. Let's take a quick commercial break and then we'll jump right back into the conversation. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
The good things.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So today we are talking about confidence isn't loud, it is consistent. We are here with the Coach Nikki, and she is giving us her words of wisdom. Go ahead, Miss Nikki. Let's get
Absolutely. So we closed off with pretty much the difference between performative confidence and authentic confidence. The authentic confidence is always going to be, I can smell that. I can smell that in a room. You just know, you've been in enough spaces, and I'm saying this because I want you all to realize that when you're faking it till you make it is, that's contextualized. That's situational. Don't fake your confidence. Really build up yourself. Get to a point where you are truly, truly in love with who you are and who you're becoming and who you once were. Those are all pieces and parts of you. So there's a huge difference between performative confidence and authentic confidence. And people can tell the difference. We are a group of women and men, but the Black women in this community specifically, we talk about how we like to compliment other women and how we can tell when a woman feels good about herself versus when she does not. I'll almost walk up to you, you okay? You had a bad day? And almost 9.5 times out of 10, she's had a terrible day, because I can tell it's the body language. If you pay attention to anything, that happens outside of you, you can tell when someone lacks confidence or lacks security within themselves. So The performative, you don't need. You don't have to come in a room and be the loudest one and hey, look at me. You don't necessarily want to do that. First of all, you might not be all the way on point, so you don't want everybody looking at you in the first place. So chill. Secondly, just walk in. Just I feel like I'm a smooth operator. And one thing that I've shared with this group plenty of times before is back in my older times when I wasn't as confident, and this is because my consistency, because I built myself up because of the things that I made it through. I don't need to tell anybody about it to feel good about myself. And that's one thing that we forget. We feel like we have to be loud about our confidence and say things like, oh, I deserve this because who are you proving that to?
Yeah. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who are you talking to? Why did you feel like you needed to? If you truly felt like you deserved it and you're owning this and this is you and you're deserving of this, that's enough. And that's really what my message is. You are enough by yourself. So a lot of times we seek this external validation, this external confidence from other people. We want other people to make us feel good. Like when someone says something, it makes a statement, and because they don't get a response, all of a sudden they start to cringe and they say, well, you ain't feeling, hold on, wait. Or were you not confident in the statement that you made? Yeah. Why did you need me to gratify that? Why did I have to validate that? You made a statement. You didn't ask a question. It didn't require a response. But if you were sure, but we do that a lot. Pay attention to your conversations when you're in different rooms. Pay attention to the room when you walk in a room. But back to one thing that I said that I share on here often is when I was insecure, I used to walk in a room and, oh, can I help? I'm gonna get along. Oh, please. I used to be the biggest baby shower gifter. I need to come with the big thing. Baby ain't even nowhere near close to me. I got the crib. For what? You know what I mean? But it's just because I didn't feel so good about myself that I felt like I needed to do so much for that validation, to be accepted, to feel like I belong, to feel loved. Man, please. Yeah, you lucky if I show up somewhere. but for real, because
you come through with the little gift card now.
Yeah, because I realized over time, and many people will realize over time that everything that you seek outside of you is right. I froze.
Keep going. Keep going.
Everything that you seek outside of you is right here already. You just got to dig in there and find it. Absolutely. But we're often looking for somebody else to say, oh, good job. And that comes from the conditioning. We also talked about that on my piece of Lord, I hear you. We talked about that on my live last night, P, what part hit you? Tell me. I am super frozen, y'all.
It's fine because you can go ahead and drop and come on back up.
Okay.
Coach Nikki, go ahead and drop and we'll bring you back up. But to add on to what Coach Nikki was saying, I remember being that person as well, trying to prove to people that, hey, I'm a great person, instead of just letting me speak for me. Let me buy the biggest gift. Let me make sure I show up to every event, even if it puts me out of my comfort zone. But as you mature and you start realizing that that person is looking for validation when it's not even needed or it's not necessary. If people that you're around, can't accept who you are, maybe you need to surround yourself with different people or step back and take a look in the mirror. And that's what I had to do. I took a step back and had to look in the mirror to say to myself, why am I continuing to show up to places and spaces where I know if my anxiety is kicking up, that's telling me that something's not right. And personally, I decided to step back. And honestly, once I took that step back, the floodgates opened. I actually started meeting people who I could truly see as being genuine instead of what can I bring it to the table. I hate to think about a friendship being monetary, or what's another word for monetary? Like I have to prove myself by
transactional.
Yeah, transactional. Instead of a friendship being just authentic. A friendship.
Just authentic.
Yes.
I love those type of friendships where we could go. I have one. I have plenty of them, actually. I mean, enough. I don't have a lot, but I have enough friends people I call friends, where you can go You can go months, maybe months without speaking, but when you do make that call or whatever, you pick up like it was
Right back up.
yesterday. And you never question, you never hold grudges about missed birthdays or anything like that, because we are all human beings with lives, and life been lifing lately. You know, today I got a call from my best friend, somebody who I've been friends with since we were 5 years old. We've been knowing each other, been friends, I mean, inseparable until we decided to move to different states away from each other. Now we go months and sometimes a whole year without seeing each other. But when we make the call and when we do talk, we pick up like it was just yesterday. And
Yes.
those are the type of authentic relationships I love to have.
Absolutely. I have one like that as well. And I love my bestie to pieces. And we don't talk every day and we don't need to talk every day. But when we do talk, it's just like, hey,
It's just
what's going on?
easy,
It's
right?
easy because there's no expectation or I haven't heard from you. Why haven't you that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It's because we both realize that we have very, very busy lives.
yeah.
But when I do have downtime, I'm gonna pick up the phone and call you. And when you have downtime, you'll pick up the phone and call me. And we will look. If
And we catch
her
up.
anniversary is coming up, guess where I'm gonna be at? It's 10 years, and I was in her wedding, so we're flying out for her anniversary because that's what's most important. Not that every single day I gotta talk to you. No,
Yeah.
we have lives, and we're intentional about our friendship, not about the volume or
Hmm.
the quantity. It's more about the value and the quality, you know?
Yeah, I like that. And those are,
Welcome back, Nikki.
thank you. When I say I was frozen, everything was frozen. My whole laptop was frozen. I couldn't do
Wi-Fi.
anything. Yeah. But I was reading the comments and I do agree and appreciate what you and both Morningstar said. But T Wiz says some people don't feel comfortable with who they are. And you can tell.
Yeah.
You really can.
Tell. You
It's
can
it's a
tell.
sure sign if
Yeah.
when you're not comfortable with who you are.
And if you don't get out of that habit or that discomfort, you become a people pleaser. And once you become a people pleaser, you no longer trust yourself or your own judgment for things that you have to handle on your own. You have to think about it this way. You cannot pick up the phone and call your friend for every decision you have to make in your life. You have got to build up the confidence in yourself. I got totally thrown off when I got frozen. And I couldn't remember exactly what I was saying, but when I was sharing about how insecure I used to be, like I used to go in the room and I wanted to help with everything. I mean, I'm either the first person at an event before the daggone thing started and the last one to leave because I don't help clean up and everything else. But this had nothing to do with what anybody asked of me. This is what I was pressuring myself to feel like because I needed to do this. And I had justified it in my mind that that's what made me a good friend. Meanwhile, I didn't have those same relationships reciprocated to me.
Reciprocate.
So it was a lie and a belief that I told myself to make myself feel better. But then still, after doing all of that, still getting home and feeling unfulfilled,
Yeah.
satisfied. Because why did I do all that? And so now it's just a chill flow vibe. Like I worry about things that are important to me. I stay consistent with myself. And that builds my confidence. Think about it this way. When you have a routine or you have things to do and you're inconsistent or you fall off of you're out of your routine and you stop doing the things that you need to get done, there is a lack of confidence that comes there. You worry about getting now. I'm a little bit like Kitty. Waiting to the last minute. I feel like I work well under pressure. That's how I alchemize that. I work well under pressure instead of using the P word, but I work well under pressure. And I get some of my best things that I've accomplished in life happen because I waited till I was right there. And some of that comes from anxiety. A lot of times I feel like if I do something too soon, per se, when I was in college, if I did an assignment as soon as I got it, which I knew I could, then I would go back and change a whole bunch of things when I know that it's going to be right the first time. And if I kept going back, I would drive myself crazy about it. But think about when you fall out of your routine and you become inconsistent with the things that you have to take care of in your home. There is a insecurity, a lack of confidence. You're like, dang, did I do that? Dang, is he or she gonna be mad because I didn't get this done? Because you fell off your consistence. So when you are consistent, that builds up the confidence within you. So when you know you've checked off all your boxes before you leave out the house, that is your confidence, and it speaks for you. Just how you walk in a room. I know I can look at 2 women in a room or 2 people in a room in general. I can see the boss, and then I can see the bum.
Yeah.
Normally the bum is real loud and goofy, like, you know what I mean? And you
Look
know,
at
and
me.
that's not everybody, but usually that's what it is. And I don't mean bum in a poor way, but I can see the person that's really trying really hard to be accepted, really
Right.
trying really hard to belong somewhere, so they feel
Doing
like,
too much.
yeah, you know, versus the lady over here suited and booted up in the corner, not talking to nobody. She's not a prude. She's not rude. She's a boss. She's chilling. She don't need to be as loud as you. Because her confidence alone will make people gravitate towards her. She's become a magnet to people. Just like Kitty said, when you stop doing all the foolishness with all these people and these different type of relationships, your village will find you. You don't necessarily have to seek it out. It will find you. And the right people that value and appreciate you will come straight to you without you saying a word.
Absolutely.
I always use the words. It's a saying I love to use. My vibe attracts my tribe.
And that's so true, though, Miss Morningstar. It really is. I mean, think about our tribe right here. You know, we all gravitated together and built something from the ground up. So that, and we're continuing to build. You know, it's not an exclusive party. It's one built out of honesty, respect, and love. It's not, no one's in the group screaming, I'm in charge and you have to do it this way, or, and there's no that backbiting and the gossip. Who has time for that? We are so busy. And if you're not busy, you need to get busy. There's so much going on in this world, and there actually is so much opportunity to do better, not to, you know, oh, I've got to make X amount of dollars. There's so much more opportunity to be a better you. However that looks for you. You know, if that means getting into therapy, this girl right here. If that means being able to sit down and talk about the things that are bothering you so that you can be a better you, then that's what it means. Go ahead, Nikki.
Indeed. I agree. And you being a better you is not only beneficial to you, but to those around you. When I'm my best self, I can be the best friend, sister, daughter, mom, all of the above. When I'm my best self, but it comes from me pouring into me, not me seeking everybody else's approval and validation. You would just imagine, with everybody having their own different perspectives and ideas about everything, imagine one person getting 10 different perspectives from different people. You will be confused.
Yeah, you won't know what to do.
Mental illness is confusion, baby. You will be all the way confused. You won't trust your own judgment. You won't trust anything that you do, because now you rely on these people to approve and validate you. But you becoming your best self, doing that internal work, is what, something stuck on my back. You validating yourself and doing that internal work is not only beneficial for just you. It's something that works from the inside out. So once you've done that internal work, everybody benefits from that. When you're your best self, you're a happier mom, you're a happier spouse. All of these things, it's a domino effect. So, but it starts with you. You are the core to all of it. You are the absolute core to all of it. And I want to burst back to the loudness again. Thank you, P. I see you with the beautiful. I think that's my hoodie I was sitting on. It was getting sticky because I'm hot now. But the myth of loud confidence, and one of the biggest lies that we've been told is that confident people are the loudest ones in the room. And I want to really get into that, because loud and confident are not the same. They are not the same thing. And a loud person will come and tell you right now today, but I am comfortable. I am confident. I love myself. No, you're the type of person that needs people all day long, all the time. You probably have to be on the phone with somebody all the time. You probably can't do anything by yourself. You can't go to the store by yourself. You can't take yourself out to eat. You have to have people all the time, because those people make you feel better about you, versus sitting alone. Thank you, G Sweet. Versus sitting alone, you know? And sometimes loud is insecurity, trying to convince people. Sometimes, not all the time. So this is if the shoe don't fit, don't pick it up and wear it. But sometimes loud is insecurity, trying to convince other people. And you'll notice something about truly confident people. They don't argue with everybody. They don't even talk to everybody. They don't need to prove themselves constantly. They don't seek approval from everybody they walk into either. They don't care. They don't. What Kitty say? I used to didn't know you. Okay.
That's Miss Morningstar saying.
That's Miss Morningstar. Okay, I heard Kitty saying, so I Miss Morningstar saying first. I'm sorry.
Well, if we share stuff, we share stuff out.
I used to didn't know you.
It becomes all of our thing. Like, I learned it from somebody else. So
yeah, it's and that's a true statement. I used to didn't know you. So why
know you?
Why is me knowing you now supposed to change who I am? You know, focus. I need people to truly focus on you. I know we have right now, we Black women, 92%ers, we've been saying since Kamala, we're minding our own business. And this is part of minding our own business. You know, I need to make sure that I'm okay. If I'm not okay, how can I be okay for anybody else? If I'm not straight, you know, putting on, you know, I call it faking the funk. You know, I'm going to be loud and boisterous, but in the inside, I'm terrified, and I'm trying to cover that up by being loud and boisterous.
Yes.
Instead of calm, quiet, and confident. And that is what I strive. I mean, me going places, right now it's hard for me to go anywhere. They got a lot going on. But when I do go, you know, I'm going to go and have a good time no matter where it is. But being that loud girl, I've never wanted to be her because I don't like attention like that. And now I definitely am, believe it or not, an introvert. If I don't know you, I'm not going to talk to you at all. I can't.
See, I am very opposite. Like, I meet no strangers.
I'll talk to everybody.
I meet no strangers. I talk. My voice it carries. It always has. But I'm not. But I think, like you said, Nikki, there is a complete, distinct difference between being loud and being loud.
Yes.
Like, we can. Our voices carry.
Right.
Yes, we smile. We're like, hey, girl, hey.
Yeah, I laugh loud. It's that type of loud.
Because we enjoy a good time. We enjoy enjoying each other. That's just what I'm picking up. What you putting down is what you're saying. That's me all day. I love enjoying a party, a good time with good friends and good entertainment. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. But I'm not walking into a situation where I have to be. Then you have those, like when I went to this concert the other day, loud.
Your concert
story was definitely a different type of loud when it started. That was
this young lady who I witnessed being loud and extra and doing the most out of this world things just for the attention of other people that she didn't know. And really, it was more people laughing at her than people looking at her like, "You girl, you doing it." You know, they were really making fun of her. So it's a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about that story and I said to myself, I don't know what went through that young lady's mind to even do that. And for those who are out there listening on WKRA, really quick, I'm going to give a short description of what, I'm going to let Miss Morningstar give a short description of what she's talking about. And go ahead, Miss Morningstar. At the Cardi B concert.
Yeah, I went to go see Cardi B last week. It was an extremely amazing concert, by the way. So if you get a chance to see her, you're going to be absolutely pleased. She's a great entertainer. But anyhow, it was a young lady. She was probably in her late 20s, early 30s probably. She decided she as soon as the music kicked on, which everybody kind of started, dancing a little bit. She took her dress off and had on cut-out shorts where her behind was exposed. You know how Prince wears his butt out? How he did. Rest in peace, Prince. He did. But she had her whole behind exposed, and she was not very attractive, not very built properly. And she was just twerking and saying vulgar things out of her mouth and just being extra and loud. And I can tell right away she lacked confidence. She had no confidence because once she didn't get all the attention she wanted, she was ready to put her dress back on. She had lost her dress. So whether she found her dress or not, I don't know. But she lost her dress. Now what they call you a out. Your behind is all exposed. You out here, and it's a lot of people now. Because first it wasn't that many people, but people come to concerts. They kind of come late. So, and now you sitting there and you like, because you weren't as confident as you thought, as you tried to act as you were. And that was the story.
That was a good example for today. Yeah.
That was a great example for today. Seriously. Because at the moment, like you said, and I like that you added people you didn't even know, people she didn't even know. Like, I love that you added that on the end. Think about that. When we show up so big and loud trying to impress people we've never even met.
And they don't even care.
And they did not care. And nobody cared.
So immediately she started to shrink. And now she wanted to cover up.
She did shrink.
Thought she was going to have.
No one cared that you lost the dress you took off and threw,
And probably wasn't going to help her look for it.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure she was trying to get up out of the center, the stadium, and then you had to walk past all these people. Where your clothes at, girl? And then you were downtown in Houston, baby. That was a mess, but that's another sign that she has some internalized issues that she really needs to work on. For you to go out in public and take your clothes off like that at a concert.
Yeah.
Anybody coming to see you, Otis?
Okay.
But take it a step further, Kitty. Think about, and Morningstar, think about how she put her life at risk.
Yes.
Danger.
Yes.
To prove what?
And you were there alone.
And it still wasn't good.
I didn't see a friend. And if you had a friend, who needs friends like that? Who allow you to
hope she made it home.
I do.
I pray she did too.
Yeah.
I asked her before, and being who I am, I asked her before I left. I said, "Did you find your dress?" Now, and she was like, "I'm gonna wait till the crowd disperses, and then I'm gonna go look for it," because she went in hiding, and I saw her after the show. And I said, "Did you find your dress?" And she was like, "No, I'm waiting."
Take it around or something. How did the dress get lost?
I don't know.
She took it off and
she threw it somewhere, and then the crowd started coming in. People started sitting in their seats, and she was too busy shaking it, twerking, saying vulgar things that, just being nasty. I call it being nasty. I mean, you're doing too much.
Yeah. And that was so unnecessary, but we will unfortunately run across people like that.
Yeah.
You just make sure it's not you. And that's my advice to anyone that's listening.
It was,
you're better than this.
It was an amazing lesson to my child who was with me.
Yeah.
And she was just like, if I could have took pictures of her face, y'all would be cracking up. So.
I know my baby was.
She was in shock, like.
God.
She couldn't believe what she heard, what she saw. She's not exposed to those kind of things. She's very subtle, but she enjoyed a good Cardi B show. So that was her gift for her birthday, her 18th birthday. So,
such an amazing mommy.
You are an amazing mommy.
She really is such an amazing mommy.
Yeah.
Nikki, we're almost to the end, so I want us to do like we normally do. Give us some words of wisdom. You have your affirmation that you share with the family. Go ahead.
Yes, I do want to say this though. When you know who you are, you don't have to announce it. Okay, confidence does not beg to be believed. It just shows up. It just shows up. And I do have a closing message. Okay. You can do that. It's not quite an affirmation, but it is a message. So
bow your eyes and close your head. In my brother Darian's voice.
Oh God, I enjoyed his live too earlier.
Me too.
Okay. If there's one thing that I want you to take away tonight is its confidence is not built in big moments. Okay. It's built in consistent ones. Every time you show up, every time you honor your word, every time you choose growth over comfort, you are building evidence that you can trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, confidence follows.
Oh, I love that. Yes, thank you so much, Coach
Yes,
Nikki.
Shamala, yeah.
Yeah. Coming in with the word. The message for this week. So I'm going to take away the messages this week. Be confident, be bold, and be you. Be you to the fullest. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Coach Nikki. Always. You come with the smoke, with the fire. And this is a great way to start off an amazing week. Don't let nobody else tell you different. This week is going to be absolutely amazing. Walk into that. And when things get a little tough, say, okay, it's still going to be amazing. Because
I don't care how scared y'all gonna be this week going into that meeting. You walk in that meeting as you own the room, okay? Mm-hmm. Because them people that you got to speak to, I know some of y'all got some meetings that you got to host. Whew. Go in that room with confidence, own that room, and them people will respect you. Because respect is not given, it's earned.
This morning start coming through with
I'm just saying, I don't baby. And can't nobody take it from you once
That's
you get
right,
it.
Baby.
You walk in that room and you own it.
It's in you. It ain't on
all those, know what, folks. Them white
better say that. Miss Morningstar, can you go ahead and take us home?
I surely will. You guys, make sure you guys have a great Monday. Thank you all. Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi, WKRA 92.7 The Change, and all our TikTok and Instagram and Facebook friends and family. We appreciate you guys so much for your support, continuous support. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be here at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on Radio World. And of course, you guys know in the evening we'll be recording at 6:30. So make sure you come through and support the show. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.